Hello everybody, and thank you for your interest in Stroudsburg High School Color Guard. We have a body basic video for you to watch and see if you can please try to obtain these skills. If you are a dancer, we will apologize in advance. We will not always be using the proper terminology. Just bear with us, okay? First thing that we want to do is we'll go over some positions. So the first position that we'll be in will be first position. So you'll notice that Megan's body is nice and straight. Right now our hands are basically at her sides and loose, but it's her feet. Her heels are together and her toes are just turned out if she were wearing proper shoes. Okay, so that's first position. You should be able to be very comfortable in that position. Okay, we're not locking our knees at any time ever. Do we lock our knees? Okay.
I always lock my knees.
So we're gonna go from first out to second position. Okay, second position for us is basically she just stepped her right foot out and she's basically, her heels are under her hips. Okay, your heels, not your toes, are under your hips and your feet are turned out. It should feel somewhat natural. If it feels unnatural to you, you may have gone too far. Okay, that's unnatural. So come back into your natural second. Okay, notice that the rest of her body is nice and straight. We try to stand nice and straight all the time. Okay, the next step that we want you to be able to do is called a plie. And a plie is simply, you're just kind of bending down. Looks similar to a squat.
You're bending your knees.
Yeah, it looks similar to a squat. However, if you notice that her back is nice and straight over top of her, nice and balanced, she goes just down. Her knees follow over her toes. So when you're doing this, if you look down and you see that your knees are following over top of your toes, your shoelaces, whatever you want to use, then you're doing it correctly. If your knees come in straight and you bend down, you're gonna hurt yourself. It's almost impossible, and you'll probably rip and tear some stuff on the inside of you. A plie should feel somewhat natural. The other part about a plie is if it feels a little bit uncomfortable to do, you're doing it right. Okay, it is not something you stand with a group of friends and just stand in plie. It's just not what we do. But if you're doing it and you feel uncomfortable, you're doing it right. Okay, so practice your plies. You can practice them up against a wall, but just give yourself a little bit of space because we don't want you to lose balance. So if you practice it up against a wall and keep your back as straight as possible. We do not want anyone to be coming and leaning forward in a plie. It just doesn't look nice, pretty. Okay, so we've done first position, we've done second position, we've done our plie. Okay, the next part is going to be what I believe dancers call a coupe. Okay, and you're going to bring your foot in. And with a pointed toe, you're coming up to approximately your ankle bone. See where her foot is? And see how her knee is kind of pointed out, not completely front and not completely side. Okay? When we do it, this is the position we look for. Okay. From coupe, I'm going to show she's going to do another one that we are going to do at times. It's called a passe, and you're going all the way up to your knee. Again, her leg is turned out, her toe is pointed. If you notice, there is space between her toes and her leg. She does not have her foot resting on her knee. That's a bad idea. Sometimes, see how she has her little toes tucked behind? Tucked behind, she's gonna fall over. We will not expect you to stay in passe that long, but you have your coupe and your passe and your foot is never on your supporting leg. There's always some space in between, okay? Now there's one little movement that we're gonna do before we end this portion of the video, and it's gonna be, I believe, again, dancers excuse us, but I believe it's called a chasse. I could be saying it wrong. It's really simple. So you're going to step into a plie, then you're going to take your left foot and you're going to replace your right foot.
Try to do
and
it
step
slow.
out. Okay, and you land in a plie. She's gonna do it again. She's gonna step plie, switch. Okay, try it again. I'm gonna zoom in on her feet. It's very simple, but if you overthink it, you could get hurt. You're basically just step, switch, and step, and you're beginning and ending in a plie. Okay, so those are the tips and the skills we would like you to have with you. So watch this video, work on these skills, and we'll see you back soon. Thanks, bye.